darlings, and welcome back. We are going to play Hogwarts Legacy today. We've been wanting to play this for a bit, and I've played it a couple of times. So, we're going to go ahead and play. And it'll be fun. New game. We are pleased to inform you that you've been accepted to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Oh yeah, we start as a 5th year. For some reason, I guess we didn't develop magic until now. I'm not gonna read this. What do I want? Ooh, snatched jaw. That's what I want. We're gonna go long. No. Oh. Some of these hairstyles are just not my thing. See, I tried this one, but it was never good with hats. The bun, I mean. What's the one I usually do? Oh, did I take it off? I do the braid because it's nice with hats and stuff. There we go. This one. I like this one. Do they have a bright red? Like an obnoxious red? I think this one is close to what I want. I mean, I guess I could go natural red. I'm trying to make it look like my avatar. But this is just dark and dark and dark and dark and dark. There's no... Well, there's this one. I know it's not, greatest. But, you know, we'll, figure that out. I don't have freckles. You know, funny thing, I have a birthmark right here. So, having something right here is nice. Should we do a scar? I think we should do a scar. Just, you know, like I'm bald. God, Jesus. I like these eyebrows. Can we make them darker? There we go. There's no heterochromia eyes. That's stupid. Okay. Let's, bungle. Okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
You can tell that this is the natural voice for the person. who voiced her.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Like I said, I've played this before. It's just, I've only ever played it this year. So. On the helpful advice of my friend, I'm gonna play it in Gryffindor this time. Each one has a specific quest for each one. Oh, and I'm gonna check my settings because I hate spiders, and I will squeamer quit. If that's what you want to call it. And they have an
Glad I caught
arachnophobe
you before you left for Scotland.
thing.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have
I,
you seen this?
Seem like I know where I'm going. Like I said, I've played it before.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry,
No,
I
for the
believe
life
he
of me,
is
I
a
can't play this.
significant threat.
On a controller,
And
I have to play it
it
on
was your wife,
my keyboard.
Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam?
I'm handicapped.
She wrote to me about
Controller.
Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's the glow?
I don't see a glow.
That we're special.
Nor do I.
See a glow.
Merlin's beard! How did you...
Wait! We do. Hang on!
At the same time, the lag it's really scary for a second thought.
Yeah! Yeah! Jump! The key! Give me your hand! Adieu! Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
I like to keep a full stock of this when we can make potions.
What happened?
Poor George.
And I want to complete everything. I've
believe
never
it.
gotten to 100%.
What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage
So while also
mid-air?
doing all of
A typical dragon would never.
Professor,
the quests, I want to do all
Sir.
of the side things.
where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to
Hi,
bring
welcome
whoever
in.
touches it to a specific place.
We're playing Hogwarts Legacy.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Twirling.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead
This would be
to.
a beautiful place to
If
live.
you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Well, I mean, it's pretty easy to find it. It's right here.
Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic.
Yeah,
I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
I'm just saying, this would be a beautiful place to
But
live.
sir, why was your wife searching for evidence
Or
of lost
vacation.
magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than
I've
any
worked out
power.
just like this for a couple
What
of
really
days.
matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent! That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Dude. This is pretty.
Ah, up there.
Scared off the birds.
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself. Reparo!
What else are y'all doing? Y'all know?
Almost there.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Cool, 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 cool. Why somebody would live, you know, several hundred feet above the
That
ocean
enchanted
like this,
crystallized
I
stone
have
again.
no idea.
But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Mirror. Mirror selfie. Mwah.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
How is that?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Okay, I gotta fix my audio. Also, I want to make sure arachnophobia is on. That way, none of us are. I don't know where it is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It is on. Okay. We're not going to see no spiders. No real ones anyway.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I
Oh, I
don't
didn't
believe it.
press that. Chest.
Hello?
You just know he's been sitting there doing nothing all day.
It can't be. Just a moment. Oh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault
Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
Stay close.
After you.
It's gotta be dangerous. Oh my gosh.
Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
Like, there's only a tiny little square for your feet. Oh my god. I wouldn't get on this.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after
Makes you
Gringotts
wonder
was
how-
founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank.
Golden Trio.
Settle in. We've
Able to
quite
get
a
down
distance to go.
skeleton trees.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Ooh.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
And we're here.
Here we are.
This game is beautiful. Oh.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for
We
hundreds
should
of
make
years.
like a part 2 to this.
In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Oh, come on. I wanted to get that.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Best of luck.
Well, I guess that solves the
That
thieving
was
problem if
certainly
they can't figure it out.
unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here.
Revelio.
Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio.
Revelio. Wait
Yes,
a
a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're
minute. Like
missing,
those
shall we?
TikToks.
Ready
They
or
are
wand,
making fun of
and
the
focus.
game. Okay, in story mode, they don't have that red chasey thingy. I figured that out when my husband played the game.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
Moving.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Oh!
Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Okay, but like, you couldn't let me learn this spell before we started walking. Because what if something comes out? You never know.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Okay, this walking business is gonna drive me nuts.
Lumos! What happened?
Girl, you about
When I
knocked him
moved
off,
towards the
man.
glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait,
Yeah, statue.
when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
What you think? Would love to. Wow. Lumos. Okay.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
And safety measure.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Defendo! Levioso! Deposo! Levioso! Deposo!
Protego!
Levioso!
Stupid!
Exposo! Confringo! Protego! Deposo! Exposo! Descendo! Deposo! Descendo!
Ow!
Confringo! Levioso! Defendo! Expotato! Levioso! Confringo! Deposo! Exposo! Levioso!
Protego! Stupefy!
Defendo! Levioso!
Stupefy!
Confringo! Exposo!
Stupefy!
Deposo!
Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? Ah, that's where they're leading me. The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Of magic.
Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Potato, stupefy. 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 Potato.
Ow! Too early.
Stupefy. Stupefy. Potato. Stupefy. 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 Stupefy.
Oh, it's dark. You guys can barely see anything unless it's the light. Okay. Melissa's light is beautiful. I guess I should have to go to the song.
Revelio.
Why is there water here? I guess it's underground. Can't be too particular.
Revelio.
Hello? Are you there?
Professor Fig?
Yeah. Godric's heart, I'm glad you're all right. I'm somehow back in the entry room to the vault.
I don't see a way to open the door.
There must be something. I'll keep looking over here.
Gotta grab this.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have...
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Okay, I see a fault in the security guard.
No way out.
What if they're just calmly arguing? And they, you know, basic cast on stuff.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
I'm glad it has, you
Where
know, built-in
are we?
subtitles.
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
I've said that like 100 times. But it is. My avatar is in a spot that doesn't block anything. It's the Wigan Weld
Oh, good.
potion
We haven't missed the
counter
sorting
thing
ceremony.
in my health bar.
I'm no
So-
expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If
an
you're
asshole.
lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Of course, of course, of course.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Can't wait to explore.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Loyalty.
A sense of loyalty?
Maybe.
I believe myself to be a
I
true
don't know
friend.
which one is for
I know I value
Gryffindor.
that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
No. I choose Gryffindor.
Possess a willingness to forge ahead alone when you must.
Well, we'll play the other houses. I just want to play Gryffindor first.
Better be Gryffindor!
And in our next playthroughs, I can skip all of the chatting and stuff if you want. But cutscenes.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm not being
I
mean.
remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor
name.
common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
See? I wasn't wrong. It's literally what her name is.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. Revelio.
Let's see if there's sometimes chests in the room. I never noticed that before. Cup of tea.
Now, which way is the common room?
I'm assuming down the stairs. This is cool. I like this. Oh, there's a chest over here. Wigan World.
Revelio.
There was something shiny here. Oh well. We'll figure it out. So there's these stairs, and then there's the front stairs. Right here. And then over there's the boys' area, I believe.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Oh, shut it. Aww. Here's a better look before I go down. They really hung up tapestries and stuff. Come on, this is a nice brick. It's probably the boys' area.
Afraid of a staircase?
Yeah, it's the boys' area. You're not gonna know who that is unless you've read the books. That's Peeves, the poltergeist.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine stuff.
Nelly will do anything for attention.
Oh, what did I do wrong this time? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
You don't really see her or talk to her unless you're in Gryffindor.
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
I heard an ex-Aura lives in a hamlet outside Hogsmeade.
I gotta talk to her, but she's up there. I guess I'll go talk to him.
Here, have a sip. Go on. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth. And thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
This girl right here is Natty.
Oh, Nelly'll do anything for a
That
thrill.
girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nelly, by the way. Nelly Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
It's true, and I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the Ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Why
New
does she
Gryffindor.
get pants?
Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Good to know, good to know. Man, that must suck.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Revelio.
No,
This way.
I can't get that yet. There's one in front of that portrait of the fat lady.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice
There's
your
one in
magic
front of every
and
common room
educate yourself
house.
about wizarding lore.
Entrance.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
The portrait depicts the wizard with the bee bar, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken, he once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Okay.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Well, then why are we walking so slow? You got a bad hip.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Central Hall. These voice actors were nice.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
You know what I wish, though? I wish that...
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
It was harder to get around
Always
at
something
night in the
happening
castle,
here.
but
It's the
not.
heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay, I'm trying to be quiet when they talk, because it's a lot. Jesus,
It's
I
good
wish
to
they'd
see you,
speed it up
Professor.
a little bit.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
That was easy.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Can't even cast Lumos for 2 seconds to do a bit of late night reading without my torches getting marked up. Woolly jumpers are a nightmare. Put your shoes in there as well. Mel.
Wonder how sharp it is then.
Okay, there she is.
I'd wager it was something to do with
Ugh. What am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met. Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
It's over here. Don't hurry. It's over here.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about? Let's get you back
The
to your
moth.
frame, little moth.
The moth is special.
Garlic asked me to explain things last
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Okay, okay, so I do have to admit, since I play this so much, I have hopefully a silencer on the flu powder lady, because she's got 4 phrases that every single time you're near it, it says it, and it's so annoying. I can't stand to listen to it for a long period of time.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting. You did? How? I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose.
Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
It takes a minute because my computer is. Ah, thank God, it's actually working. Last time I played, it wasn't working. Peeves. Peeves. All right, let's get to class. Get this over with. Okay, I'm gonna speed run these because I don't have much more time.
Let's do the fight! Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Alright. Boom. 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 It looks like an upside down 5.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Yeah. Ominous is blind, and he leaned on the table. She moved it away with no warning. Come on!
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
So
remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent,
I'll let
as
you guys
Master
in on a little
Pruitt
clue,
so
right?
artfully helped me
So-
demonstrate earlier.
The force field is the color of the spell that you need to use to break it. If it's purple, you need a purple spell. If it's yellow, you need a yellow spell. That sort of thing.
Well done.
That works with
Very
the
good,
bosses
but
too.
the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Stupefy.
Case things.
Levioso.
Good form.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick man.
I do enjoy life duels. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Ooh. I'm kidding.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I want this.
Revelio.
I do anything else. All they're gonna say is that was a nice show and stuff.
Nice
so
work.
I'm not even gonna click
I
on
enjoyed
the other
that.
players.
Well, that duel was quite something.
Yeah, they're NPCs.
Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Do I just go for it?
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
Oh, I'm gonna
Whether
break
it's
the
joining a
rules.
secret dueling club,
I'm gonna learn all the
or
dark
sneaking
spells.
into the restricted section of the library. You just
Come on,
have to be
it's the
clever enough
goblins and
not
stuff
to
get
get
cheap
caught.
shot. I get to
Thank you,
take a
Sebastian.
cheap shot.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you.
Probably would.
I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Get me
Perhaps
an
somewhere
ass whipping.
unsanctioned.
We're
We'll
not
see
gonna
if your
think about
performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Cool beans. Now it's time for my other class.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel.
Oh my gosh.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
I can't believe
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing
All
without
of my
practice.
spells are on the walls.
Keep at it.
I just noticed
You
that.
might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air.
All of the
After
spells
me.
are behind us.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
I think we'll cut it at right before
So
we go
why
to
don't we have our
Hogsmeade,
newest student start us off?
so that we can start back up tomorrow at Hogsmeade.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like Splendid! That's it! Very good! Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Sorry.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we've got blue, she's got red. And she goes first.
Be sharp. There we go. Accio.
Excellent control there.
Here we go. Phew.
Yeah, it goes down.
Stay focused.
This is what happens every time. If I don't let it go by orange, it just falls.
Yes! Quite impressive.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. There we go. Accio.
Stop. Thank you.
That's it.
Be sharp. That is how it's done. Brilliant. Let us see this.
Hit the back of some of these balls.
Yes!
With my last one.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Very good, both of you. Well done.
Yay! Clap, clap, clap.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
If you're so
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first
that a torture
charms
chamber
lesson lived
behind
up to
him?
expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected?
Oh.
You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Cool. There's
Hello
a
there.
bunch of stuff.
You're the new student, aren't you?
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
I think we'll be alright. It's the courtyard, isn't it? I'm asking y'all like y'all know. I'm racking my brain right now. We should hit some of these flue flames. And I will later. We're gonna do this, and then we'll be done.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I guess I'll do Sebastian.
I'd like
Get
to
him
go
out
with
of,
Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Alright. Well, okay, we'll pick back up right here. But for now, we are going to end stream. Gotta save. because I don't trust those saving things. And then we'll exit.